Sorry, Stranger Things, not to be a hater. I'm at the end. I have 43 minutes left, and I'm doubtful after this trauma that I've just endured and seen the loss and it's just no spoiler alerts. I'm not going to say, but when you know who died and sacrificed, it was just like, dang, girl. And now there's 43 minutes left. Let's see what kind of happy shit. How you gonna make it happy now that you just like tore everyone's hearts out? They really put themselves in a hard spot with such an amazing show. Every season, the anticipation, Stranger Things. And I think they ended it with all the pre-theories, all the different things, just about the best that they probably could. They left said what was said and left unsaid what was unsaid. And, you know what? I'm happy that Hop and Joyce got married, but that does not, you know, compensate for the heartbreak of losing Elle. But at the end, and the theory, considering the sister with how she can do illusions, casting the spells, that's a fun theory. And it's nice and it gives you hope that everyone had a happy ending. And it's true. It's true to life. We grow up with friends. You think life is never going to change. But in the future, anything can happen. All their futures are unwritten, just like all of ours. And every friendship group is different. You have friends whenever you're growing up, friends whenever you're learning how to be an adult, friends as you're an adult, and then whatever friends you make. And then people who have kids and spouses, that becomes so much of their life. That's how they get their social group. Some people socialize through work or through organizations or groups. I don't know. I'm grateful. I've had lots of friends. I've met a lot of people, and I hope I've been a loving, supportive friend whenever I have been in their lives and around them. I hope I've been encouraging. I love everyone I've gotten to know. And you know what? We are all fascinating people. And that's not strange. But Stranger Things was an amazing show. And overall, I love how they did Will coming out and the mother being the first one to hug him, and then his brother, and then the friends. Like, they just did it so tastefully. And, the fact that friends do support you as you change, they do love you for who you are. And who knows? I hope to make friends in the future as well in my adulthood. I don't know how, because I work at Starbucks and then I come home and then I go to the grocery store, sometimes too. But that's about it. And work is great. And you can have friends at work, but it's weird because when you work with coworkers, they're normally working with you or they have their own things going on outside of work. But I'm content and I'm happy. And overall with Stranger Things, like, they did the best they could. And it was a pretty amazing show, amazing cast, amazing talent. And I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but I think no matter what, the fact that it ended is disappointing. But they did great with what they had and what they did and what they could do with the storyline they got themselves to. It's pretty darn creative. Amazing show, and I highly recommend it. If you haven't seen it, lucky you. You have 5 seasons, you little bitch. You should watch it because you'll love it. I wish I hadn't seen it so I could watch it from the beginning. I might just watch it from the beginning and rewatch it anyway. Because then the cool thing about rewatching shows, even a year or 2 years later, COVID taught me this, you find out more plot development that you missed. You find out more character development that you missed. And you find out more in the actors and actresses' nuances and the directing choices and the cinematography that you notice, even subconsciously. If you haven't studied it and have a degree in film like I do, you still learn more the second time you watch a show if you pay enough attention and are observant and are invested enough. So many people watch TV as a background thing. That's different. When I watch TV in my movies, I'm invested in the storyline and the characters and their character development. You know what I'm saying? Have a good day. Great job, Stranger Things. Great job, cast, directors, writers, crew, staff, set designers, costume designers, everyone. Amazing. Thank you for many hours of entertainment.